A key feature in pronunciation is stress. In previous lessons, I've talked about word stress, but now I'd like to take the time to talk about stress in phrases and in sentences. I'm sure you've noticed that in English, we do not stress every single word equally. We don't stress all the words equally because some words are more important than others. In this lesson, I'd like to help you understand the difference between content words and function words.
You may be asking at this point, why do I need to know about content words and function words? Well, because then you'll know which words to stress when you speak and read aloud in English.
Knowing which words to stress does not simply make your speech sound more natural. Knowing which words to stress can be the difference between being understood correctly and not being understood, being misunderstood, because stressing different words can create different meanings.
The objectives of our lesson are to be able to identify content words and function words so that you will speak at the sentence level with correct and natural stress, be able to use stress for emphasis, and understand changes in meaning when stress is used for emphasis by other speakers.
So let's move on now, and I'll explain the difference between content words and function words.
Let's talk about the basic difference between content words and function words. Content words carry meaning. Function words help create grammatical structures. Content words are nouns, such as Jennifer, bee, beauty. Adjectives, for example, exciting, wonderful. Verbs, such as grew, and in the phrase have grown, it's the main verb grown that's a content word. Adverbs, for example, slowly, widely. Numbers are also content words, such as two, hundreds, first. Question words, for example, what, how, why. Long prepositions meaning more than one syllable, for example, against, over. Demonstratives, meaning this, that, these, those. Interjections, such as ow, ouch. Now let's look at function words. Most pronouns are our function words. For example, the personal pronouns, such as I, you. Object pronouns, such as me, them. Forms of to be as the main verb. Modal verbs, such as can and should. Auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. For example, in the phrase had been wasted, had been are the auxiliary verbs, and they are function words. Many little words are function words in English, such as short prepositions, one-syllable prepositions, on, of, to, for example. Possessive adjectives, your, his, their, our, etc. Articles, such as the, a, an. And conjunctions, such as and, but, so. When we speak in phrases and at the sentence level, we usually stress content words and not function words. A stressed word is said more loudly, longer, and at a higher pitch, meaning our voice goes up. When a content word has more than one syllable, the stressed syllable will be said more loudly, longer, and at a higher pitch. Exercise 1. Listen and repeat. Be sure to stress the content words. Example: I choose to see all that is interesting and beautiful. the content words are marked in bold. In longer words, such as interesting and beautiful, I've underlined the stressed syllable, and I'll follow this practice throughout the lesson. Let's move on. As I read, I'm going to use the mouse to help you sense the rhythm of each sentence. Number 1. Autumn is coming. 2. The caterpillar answered in a bored tone. 3. I love to see the shining moon on a cool autumn night. 4. If you want a better view, climb upward. 5. The climb had been exhausting. 6. The caterpillar found itself being lifted into the wind. 7. Stress within thought groups. When words are grouped into meaningful phrases, there is usually one word that receives the most stress. That word is generally the final content word. Example: I see the same world as you, but I am able to see past all that is saddening and horrifying. In this example, content words are still marked in bold, but the final content word in each thought group is highlighted in purple. That content word in purple is the one that receives the most stress in that phrase. Again, I see the same world as you, but I am able to see past all that is saddening and horrifying. Stress in fast speech. Native English speakers may break the rules of stress in faster speech. This happens most often when there is a phrase with a cluster of content words. Instead of stressing each content word in that cluster, the speaker may choose to alternate the stress so that there is a more natural flow and rhythm. Examples: The bee grew annoyed. In this sentence, we have three content words: bee, grew, annoyed. But I choose not to stress grew so that I have alternating stress. The resulting rhythm is the bee grew annoyed, dun da dun, 1 and 2. Next example: Autumn brings changes of astonishing beauty. Again, we have more content words than words being stressed. The verb brings is not stressed because I want to create a good rhythm in the sentence. I alternate the stress, and what results is a rhythm like this: dun da dun, dun da dun, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Autumn brings changes of astonishing beauty. Exercise 2. Listen to the sentence as it is read at a slow rate and again at a fast rate. Identify which content words are stressed in each reading. Reading 1. The ground grows hard, and the wind grows cold. In this slower reading, all content words are stressed. They are ground, grows, hard, wind, grows, cold. Reading 2. The ground grows hard, and the wind grows cold. In this faster reading, only 4 content words are being stressed: ground, hard, wind, cold. The resulting rhythm is 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Dun da dun, dun da dun. Listen again. The ground grows hard and the wind grows cold.